Can only white people be racist?
Systematically, yes.
No?
No.
What do you think?
The only reason why I would say only is because systemically, there's more power there.
Define racism for me, or at least, do your best.
Yeah, let's see what his definition of racism is, right? Because there is a definition for it, and then there are, I guess, alternate definitions because we're not going off of the same word.
A system that favors one group over the other one and uses state policy to enact it.
White people go to a DMV that has no lines, but the black people have to go and the Hispanic peoples have to go to a DMV that has a bunch of lines because the government has a system where, they want the minorities to be in lines forever. But the white people can go to DMVs and have zero wait, right? Because the system is there. Do you see how stupid that sounds? You can't change a fact to fit what you feel.
It's a systematic oppression
There we
of
go again.
somebody who's lower than another person.
That's interesting.
Because other races are historically less than white people.
Really?
You cannot be racist against the higher up, which is the white person.
Who's the racist one here? Saying another race is more superior than the others? You just said that. I am no lesser than a white man, an Asian man, or another black man. It doesn't matter what his race is. If him and I have the same credentials and we gotta get that job, guess what? I'm gonna have to do the best that I can to convince the person who's hiring to take me for the job. Show them my value, okay? This systemic word, this systemic racism, all of these buzzwords, these easy to use words to just make you feel like, yeah, I just said something that makes so much sense. Ain't no damn victim. What are you talking about?
No, the definition of racism is the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He pulled out the definition of racism to them, and let's see what she says after he gives her a fact.
Also, prejudice based on race. Where did you get that definition from?
All the culmination of my learning experience.
That means I got it from my asshole.
Just needs to check inside your asshole.
Not what the actual dictionary definition says or what it actually means is what I feel. And if we're gonna talk about race, we gotta be honest about it. Don't come into it with your own definitions.
Is every race capable of that or no?
Are they?
Every race is capable of being prejudiced, yes.
Okay.
But I don't think every race is capable of being racist.
Power! Bruh. The only way every race wouldn't be capable of being racist is if there was only one race. In that case, you wouldn't really be able to say, well, because you guys are all the same. The definition of racism does not say, this only applies to white people, by the way. There are white people who are racist against white people, all the other races, and vice versa.
Black people could be racist because we kind of like to hold on to our culture. We don't like other cultures appropriating us, as opposed to like other cultures. I feel it'll be that they kind of wanted to emulate our culture. So sometimes we like to be selfish with our own. So to me, that's kind of like racist. Why not share your culture with another?
It is true. Like when it comes to hip hop, especially, it's a little selfish thing. You're like, this is what we created and you're trying to take it. Music is an art form that allows you to express yourself. And if you find hip hop the best way to do it, or if you grew up listening to it, then by all means, you can use hip hop, you can use rap to express yourself.
It's power about certain things that are in place. Like for instance, if your camera guy got arrested and you got arrested for the same thing, no offense, but more than likely, I would expect, which is really f***ed up, but I would expect him to be put away for something a little bit longer.
If there's a white man walking down the street and a black man walking down the street, I would expect that black man to beat me over the head, rob me, and do some bad things to me, right? I know it's effed up, but come on, people. When those black guys walk by, you just want to clutch your wallet and run, right?
That's right. That's right. Tell that nigger. Beat it, dirty nigger.
That's exactly what you said.
If he was wealthier than me, would that be the same case?
No.
Here's the thing. Whoever has the money to get the lawyer will be the one that will probably face less time or have to sit in jail less. If you can't afford a good lawyer to get yourself out of a pinch, that's on you, basically. You can't really blame the system because you don't have a good lawyer.
Only white people can be racist. What are your thoughts about those people?
I don't know who's saying that.
It is bullshit.
That seems silly.
Why do you think they're saying that? What do you think about that?
Okay, let's see what he has to say.
Because they're ignorant. And when I say that, I don't mean in a disrespectful way. I mean that they're just not knowing.
So
when someone is called ignorant,
that's ignorant.
You automatically take offense to it sometimes, right? But no, I'm ignorant to a lot of things. It just means you don't know. With that, I can understand how they could misinterpret things a certain way. So you kind of have to give them that argument a little bit, but I'm going to take it back from them. I would give them that argument, if they're younger, like, still in probably high school or middle school and, you're developing. But when you reach adulthood, it is your duty to go out and learn these things so that you don't end up sounding like this.
Only white people can be systematically racist?
They're the only one in the position to be systematically racist.
And why is that?
Because they're pretty much in control of all the institutes, all the agencies.
I just needs to check inside your asshole.
In LA, can only Hispanics be racist if they're the majority?
That's hilarious because of the numbers game. You're completely right, but I don't think so. We don't know how everyone got here. Hey, it is what it is. It's none of my business. Let's say half of them got here legally, and let's just say half of them didn't get here so legally.
Okay.
For them to band together 100%, I don't think so, because of just fear, again, for the things that are in place.
I don't know if she thinks she's saying something coherent, but I think a few of my brain cells fell out of my ear hole after listening to what the hell she just said. Am I the only one? Because I was just like, my brain was everywhere just now trying to figure out what the hell it is that she's trying to computate here.
Black people can be racist towards Hispanics and stuff, so I think that it's based on that specific experience in that moment.
You initially said only white people can be racist, but you just went and said black people can be racist. Any race can be racist. I understand there's a lot of animosity. I know there's a lot of history going on. But in today's world, we gotta move further than that. And if we're gonna do that, we need to have honest conversations with people, There's a lot of unlearnings to do, and there's a lot of victimhood mentalities that we have to unteach. Any little black boy or black girl that comes by me, I'm not gonna teach them, well, you need to fear the white man and you're not no, you're just as equal to everyone else. It's your job to stand out and be chosen. Like when my daughter is 18 and she asks me, Dad, did you do everything you could to make sure that I had a better life? And if the answer to that honestly is no, then I failed as a father. I don't want to answer and say, well, the white man was holding me down, so no. I'm not instilling that in my kids. My kids are freaking winners. Unless they lose, then they're losers until they win because they got to get better. We ain't giving no participation trophies in this house. Get out of here.
Everybody could be racist.
Everybody can be
in
racist.
one way or another, yeah.
Well,
it's
yeah.
It's a loaded question, and it's based on psychology, history, geography. There are black people, for example, who are American black people who come from a legacy of wealth, who can be racist against a poor black person, or it could just be multiple reasons why a person feels the way that they do. So I don't think that just white people can be racist.
What's wrong with this guy speaking all intelligently? He brings up a lot of great points. Not to pick on rappers, right? But there are some rappers that lived in the suburbs their entire life, but you hear them rapping about the gang and gang banging. Like, nah, bro, you lived a privileged life, so get the hell out of here.
What are your thoughts on the people that are saying only white people can be racist? What are your thoughts on that?
They're just wrong. That's ignorance right there.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. They must be stupid.
There's a big movement pushing that narrative. What are your thoughts on the people that are saying that?
Great question again. I'm from New York. I'm 55 years old.
Oh, damn. He doesn't look 55.
I come from a time when that was never really used, right? My mother's from the South, Jim Crow South. We never talked about white supremacy. We hear white male privilege and all these things, and kids are throwing them around. And I think what it's doing is creating a division amongst people and giving people power through their emotions and not necessarily on critical thinking or anything like that. It's just kind of like a throwaway thing.
This guy summed it up perfectly. He's like, everything he stated here makes so much sense logically. You can't use your emotions to try to win over an argument or, stuff like that. Your emotions do matter, but not when you're using that to drive an argument.
You think it's a damaging narrative?
Oh, without a doubt. We're all divided, whether it's LGBT, whether it's racism, white, black, whatever the case is. There's all these divisions, and we're all like fighting against each other on things that we really don't understand and the psychology and history behind them.
Yeah, I want you guys to share your thoughts in the comment section down below about this topic, you know? Let's say the future youth, like in the black community, what is it teaching them saying there's all this white privilege, so you might as well just give up? That's basically what you're saying. This white privilege, it's going to be hard for you. You're going to have a hard time. You're going to struggle. The white people have it easier. And you need to make sure that you stay away from them. Don't trust them because they're going to stab you in the back and they're privileged and they got life so easy. They got all of this privilege just dripping out of their buttholes, right? They got so much privilege that they even give it away sometimes to some token black people because, yeah. All of this division needs to stop. I think it's like the emotion that happens is what causes this divide to continue. I can't 100% blame the media for perpetuating this because it does have to do with the people as well. But the media has a lot of smart people and they know how to get in the psyche of the people that are watching them. We're your savior. Believe everything we say because we'll never lie to you. You know, what I say may be distasteful for some, but if it is, let me know why. Let's have a discussion about it because at the end of the day, if you don't want to talk to me about the hard or awkward things, then we're not going to get anywhere.